Hey, honey,
Yes, Barry?
let's get out of here.
Where are we going?
Where do we always go?
Fascina el viento, este ritmo de palmas, sin naturaleza, hasta encontrar la playa. Por eso grito al mundo, yo soy de Puerto Vallarta. Samba de Puerto Vallarta, noche de arrullo en el mar.
Hello, fellow travelers, and welcome to this episode of the Puerto Vallarta Travel Show. I'm your host, Barry Kessler, and I'm just so happy to be introducing you to my favorite vacation destination. Maybe it's even yours, and that's Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. That music you were just listening to is performed by Alberto Perez. Alberto is the owner of the Lapa Lapa group of restaurants. Those are the Le Bistro Jazz Cafe, Riverside on the Isla Quale, and the Lapa Lapa, Puerto Vallarta's oldest restaurant on the famous Los Muertos Beach. And then there's the El Dorado Restaurant Beach Club right next door. So you can enjoy that fantastic view of the Los Muertos Pier, all lit up at night in beautiful colors, or during the day in its grand splendor for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, seated with your toes in the sand, right at the water's edge, or riverside at Le Bistro. They're all so romantic. It's so Puerto Vallarta, my friends. This week, we're going to visit some old friends who are either on the move or who have recently already moved their bars and restaurants to new locations. One is Berenice from Captain Don's Restaurant and Bar. It's a sports bar in Cinco de Diciembre. She's going to be talking to us about their new space. They're creating it just a couple blocks from where Captain Don's has been for the last 16 years. We're going to be visiting with Brian Carey and his partner Phillip about moving their restaurant, Salchidogo and Jean's Burgers, to a new location with a new name. It's going to be called Cheeky Lounge. It's quite a story. And then I caught up with Tom Findlay from Bar Frida, who's also moved his bar, like for the fourth time. He moved it about 7 months ago, but we're finally catching up with Tom about their move and their upcoming 25th anniversary and the Pride Parade. It's all coming up. Vallarta news and more. We have some other surprise interviewees as well. So let's see what's happening this week in Puerto Vallarta, the 16th day of May, 2026. It's Restaurant Week beginning yesterday, May 15th, and it ends on June the 10th, 2026. So it's not a week from yesterday, as you might think. No, Restaurant Week lasts almost a month here in Puerto Vallarta. I've said this many times. Maybe they need to change the name to, I don't know, Restaurant Month. I don't know. But anyway, it is organized by Vallarta Lifestyles Media Group. It's a company covering the cultural and gastronomic and tourist life of Puerto Vallarta and the Riviera Nayarit for 25 years. So how does Restaurant Week or Month or whatever work? Well, you go to their webpage, go over to Google and look for Restaurant Week PV 2026. It'll pop up. And you'll find all the participating restaurants there. There's a lot of them, trust me. Each one designs an exclusive menu consisting of 3 courses, a starter, a main course, and a dessert, with 3 options at each course price-wise, that is. It's a fixed price of either 495 pesos, 575 pesos, or 690 Mexican pesitos per person. In U.S. dollars, let me figure this out. Sorry about not doing it in the dollarette thing for you Canadians, but for those of us using the U.S. dollar, currently 495 pesos translates to 28 U.S. dollars. 575 pesos translates to 33 U.S. dollars. And 690 pesos is currently approximately 40 U.S. dollars, using today's current exchange rate of 17.35 pesos to the dollar. That's per person. So it's very affordable compared to restaurants north of the border. I don't know if you've checked prices on restaurants north of the border, but they are very expensive nowadays. Not so in Puerto Vallarta. These prices do not include a tip. It does not include your beverage as well. You know the drill. And you know what I mean by that. The more alcohol you consume, the higher the tab. Restaurant week month is a great time to try out new places without breaking the bank. And I have a link to their participating restaurants in the show notes. You can find it at www.puertovallartatravelshow.com. The participating restaurants have a banner, by the way, out in front of the restaurants as well, so you can find them that way. And please take advantage. Visit these places that, maybe you thought of, but, never made the effort because you're afraid maybe the spend might be too much. Now you know how much it's going to cost you. Do some exploring. Check out the links in the show notes. You will be happy you did. Pride Week is here. And there's a long list of events that are, planned for the LGBTQ plus community here in Puerto Vallarta. And for all those parties and all those meetups and all the craziness that goes with it, you need to go to VallartaCalendar.com. But now, VallartaCalendar.com has changed its name on us, and it's called ShowMePV.com. I'll get to that in a few minutes. But you will find all the things Pride and much more at VallartaCalendar.com or at ShowMePV.com. Either one will work for you. This year's Pride Parade will take place on Thursday, May 28th. It will be starting up at the Sheraton Hotel at 4 p.m. in the afternoon, proceeding down Avenida Mexico, past City Hall, onto Zona Romantica and Olas Altas, where the huge block party takes place. It's a zoo. There's costumes and floats, and it's just so cool. The people are so happy, and I just love it there. To be honest, as a straight man, it's just a great time. There is nothing like it. And if you're in town, you got to be there. Olas Altas is the best place to see the parade, in my personal opinion. Puerto Vallarta is thirsty and waiting for the first rain of the year. Rain season usually begins the middle of June here in Paradise. We had a bit of a tease the other day. It was cloudy all day. We even had some sprinkles. But when that went away, the humidity went way up and we were sweating like you know what. The Rio Quale is down to a trickle now, and it will dry up soon without the wet stuff. Hopefully it'll last at least maybe another week or two, but this is how things go every year in Paradise as we wait for the rains to arrive. The hillsides around town are greenish-brown, and I always get a little nervous this time of year, being, I'm from brush fire country in Southern California, and it gets scary. You think, wow, just takes just a little something to get that thing burning, and then the hill above Puerto Vallarta would go up in smoke. But hey, in a month, when the rain does finally come, these hillsides, they green up real fast, like overnight. It's pretty amazing how that works. Right now, as I speak, I can actually smell some fires burning somewhere on the bay. It's been a pretty common occurrence around here lately, at least within the last few months. That's just what happens down here. So, rain, please. Speaking of rain and the rainy season, have any of you ever seen a firefly in Puerto Vallarta? We have. I originally thought it was just me being wasted, moving my head too fast, but no. They are around here. They really are. I've seen them when I was staying up on a hillside above El Centro. It was after a rain. It was also when I saw, after a rain, I saw some up in Conchas Chinas with Debbie, and up here in Alta Vista where we live, after a rain as well, in the field next door to our apartment, I saw one fly by. Let me know. Let me know if you've seen them and where you've seen them in town. There's a new pier and a new Malecon in Mismaloya. April 10th, 2026 by Banderas News. The coastal village of Mismaloya now has a new pier designed to improve maritime transportation and support tourism along Puerto Vallarta's southern shoreline. The project was officially inaugurated Wednesday by Jalisco Governor Pablo Lemus Navarro and Puerto Vallarta Mayor Luis Munguia. This new infrastructure forms part of the broader Banderas Bay Nautical Ladder Initiative, which aims to connect key coastal locations through maritime routes. With this addition, travelers can now move more easily between the Playa de los Muertos Pier, the newly opened Mismaloya Pier, Boca de Tematlan, and Las Animas Beach, creating a more efficient and accessible network along the coast. Governor Lemus explained that the project is designed to enhance maritime mobility while encouraging sustainable tourism in the region. The development represents an investment of approximately 80 million pesos and also includes a 350-meter linear park. This new public space offers visitors and residents a safe, well-lit walkway along the shoreline, creating a welcoming area to enjoy ocean views and community gatherings. Mayor Munguia highlighted the direct benefits the pier will bring to local residents and tourism service providers. By improving access to the southern beaches, the project supports both daily transportation needs and economic activity. Mismaloya, known for its fishing traditions and strong tourism workforce, is expected to gain new opportunities as maritime connections expand. City officials emphasize that the new pier strengthens coastal development while preserving the character of the community. By improving transportation options and adding attractive public spaces, the project supports continued growth in tourism and enhances quality of life for residents in Puerto Vallarta's southern communities. And I have a link to that article from the Banderas News, including photos of that project. You can find them in the show notes at www.puertovallartatravelshow.com. Also, CPS News, our friends over there, have a great video of the pier and of the dedication that took place there with Governor Lemos and Mayor Munguia. And I have that embedded in the show notes as well. So go check that out so you can see what the new pier and that new linear park, we call them Malecons, looks like. Now, if you remember a few weeks back, I talked about how that beautiful picturesque bridge, that one that spans the Rio Mascota, had been damaged by the cartel on that bad day, that Dia Feo, the 22nd of February. And that had to be demolished, that bridge, that pretty bridge. They had to demolish it and rebuild it. Well, it is done. In fact, the Desembocada Bridge was dedicated 2 days ago, by the governor of Jalisco. Here's an article from VallartaReporter.com. Jalisco Governor Pablo Lemus Navarro, boy, he gets around, doesn't he? Is scheduled to inaugurate the reconstructed La Desembocada Bridge north of Puerto Vallarta on Thursday, May 14th, so that 2 days ago, restoring a May transportation route damaged earlier this year during violent incidents in the region. The reopening ceremony is scheduled for 1 p.m. on Highway 544, the important roadway connecting Puerto Vallarta with Guadalajara through the Ixtapa and Las Palmas corridor. Governor Lemus is expected to be joined by Puerto Vallarta Mayor Luis Munguia, again, getting around there, isn't he? And Jalisco Secretary of Infrastructure and Public Works, David Miguel Zamora Bueno. State officials are also expected to announce plans related to activities that Puerto Vallarta will be hosting during the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The bridge over the Mascota River was heavily damaged on February 22nd during violent criminal events in the area when explosives destroyed part of the structure and disrupted access for thousands of residents living in the community north and east of Puerto Vallarta. Since then, drivers had relied on a temporary bypass bridge installed alongside the damaged structure. According to state officials, reconstruction work was completed ahead of schedule after crews worked continuously for several weeks. The new bridge now includes pedestrian sidewalks and upgraded lighting. How about that? Authorities estimate the reopening will directly benefit more than 6,000 families living in communities including Las Palmas, La Desembocada, El Colorado, Icotera, El Cantón, El Aguacate, El Zancudo, Santa Cruz de Culiacán, Rancho Viejo, El Veladero, and Tepelchia. The reopening is expected to significantly improve mobility, emergency access, commercial transportation, and daily commuting in the northern rural zone of Puerto Vallarta. State officials said final paving details and road markings were being completed this week ahead of the official reopening to the traffic, and I have a link to that article from the VallartaReporter.com in the show notes. Now, of course, that link is going to take you to their pay window and ask you to subscribe, which is why I clipped the article and I put it in the show notes. But hey, feel free to subscribe and pay for that news if you like. She works hard over there. She really does. Speaking of working hard over there, as you know, I love a good segue. I was just talking about Vallarta Calendar a couple of minutes ago, and even the last time we got together, I talked about Vallarta Calendar, but Vallarta Calendar has changed their name. They've launched a brand new website. Can't everybody just pick a name and be happy? No, said the cranky old man on the microphone. No, get off my lawn. Oh, well, the new name is ShowMePV, showmepv.com. The creator of the website is Kevin Fettner, and he made the new site so much easier to maneuver. And as I said, when you're here in Puerto Vallarta, you need a scorecard. Keep track of what's happening in this town, especially with Pride Week just around the corner. So go to showmepv.com, check out the new site. If you use your old VallartaCalendar.com link, that'll take you there too. Don't worry. You can also find my podcast, the Puerto Vallarta Travel Show, at ShowMePV in their Around Town section as well. So you can check it out there for sure. Last show, I talked about our favorite go-to restaurants in Zona Romantica and in other parts of Puerto Vallarta. And when I did, I also offered a list. I told anybody who emailed me that if you wanted that list, all you had to do was send me an email to pvtravelshow@gmail.com, and then I would get that list out to you right away. So if you sent me an email asking for the list and didn't get a response from me, you need to check your spam folder because I have links and all kinds of weird stuff in that document. And you might have had that go right over to spam because just in case you didn't receive it, go check your trash. And by the way, I'm going to start a newsletter. I'm going to do one twice a month. It's going to be a review. I'm going to do like a review of a new restaurant that we visit. I'm going to try to do that at least once a week for us, and maybe bring you at least one or two of those a month. I'm going to try to keep it positive. I'm going to only talk about the good ones. That's the best way. You don't want to know about the bad ones. So if you're interested in getting that newsletter in your email box, just send me an email asking to be put on the newsletter, and I will hook you up. Send it to pvtravelshow@gmail.com. I don't sell your stuff. I don't sell your information or give it away. Everything is between you and me. I also want to continue the tradition started by my buddy JR, John Russell. Unfortunately passed away recently. I think it was back in October. John used to have weekly meetups for listeners of the show, and I think we should do that again. So for those of you who have something to say about our favorite place, Puerto Vallarta, we're going to start up these meetups. My first one is going to be at El Granero. El Granero is a brewery. Imagine that. built by my friend Connor Watts of Los Muertos Brewing fame. El Granero is located on Francisco y Madero 333 in the Zona Romantica. It is air-conditioned, and it's a great fit for a meetup with a microphone, if you ask me. We will meet up during their happy hour as well. So Wednesday, May the 20th, the day before Pride Parade, from 3 to 5 is going to be the first one that we're going to have over at El Granero. If you have a restaurant or a bar or a Vallarta business or a charity that you'd like to promote, come on by. We don't bite. And spend some time with us. Spend some time with us. Consider us your friends. Spill the beans if you want to, do so. It's an open microphone. Enjoy a couple air-conditioned hours with us, drinking beer or whatever you like to drink over at El Granero. Please join us Wednesday, May 20th, the day before Pride Parade from 3 to 5 in the afternoon. We'll see you there. The Saturday market over at Tile Park, the Olas Altas Market, had their Olas Altas Market, I should say, had their last day last week. And I caught up with some of my favorite people there at the market. Gabino Sandoval, the pull tab purse maker, and award-winning underwater photographer Samuel Resendiz. And while I was there, I thought I would, stick a microphone in their face and see what's happening. Let's find out what they're doing, when they're not going to be working the market circuit during their off season. So let's hear what they're up to. Gabino, thanks for coming on the show.
Gracias, Barry. I'm here. This is our last market of the season.
Right. Yeah, we're this is the Saturday Olas Altas Market. And so this is the final one. Where are you gonna go from here?
I want to take some in June. I'm gonna visit my family for a month.
So you're going to Veracruz?
Yeah, I'll be in Veracruz for a month. Maybe July, because June we have in Guadalajara and in Jalisco they moved the vacation, so they vacation there before now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so like schools and stuff like that, they get off at a different time now.
Yeah, June the 5th of June. Yeah.
Okay, so 5th of June until
all June and half of July. Yeah, the second week of July, they're gonna start again. Maybe August. I'm not sure, but they moved. What I know is they moved the vacation for Mexican students.
Okay, good. So you'll be in Veracruz, taking a little time off, and then you come back. And where will people be able to find you before they start over again in the fall?
I'll be in Malecon at the end of the bridge by near to the River Quale. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So they moved a lot of the people that were selling on the Malecon when they did the improvement on the extension, and now everybody is kind of right there at right where the bridge ends, coming into the new Malecon extension, the north end, right?
Yes, that's where we are gonna be, and it's not every day, but we'll be there some days after 5 p.m. Yeah, in the afternoons.
Okay, and that's really the only place we'll be able to find you until things start up again?
Yeah, and I have some places in Marina Vallarta. Is a boutique, Casa Marea. They have my purses. Is there another place at Leona Vicario in Malecon next to the Dolce Vita Italian restaurant Malecon? There is another boutique, very nice boutique, very colorful. You will find more things in my purses too. And TY, the boutiques that by the Serranos at Basilio Badillo and Ignacio Le Vallarta Street.
I saw them there, and so you can get all that. You can find Gabino's stuff if you can't find Gabino, and of course I'll have his Facebook page, so you can contact him. You answer your emails and things, don't you?
Yes, I will. Yeah, you can send me a message, or there is my phone number. You can send me WhatsApp too.
Very good. All right. Well, we'll keep an eye on that. I'll have links to those shops where Gabino has his items. I'll have them in the show notes, so you can look it up there if you If you don't know where they are right off the top of your head, I'll have a little map that'll take you over there. Anything else you want to talk about before we say goodbye today?
Yeah, thank you. I will say thank you for everybody who bring the tabs. I received lots of donations this season. I don't have to drink mucho cerveza because lots of customer did it for me. So thank you very much, everybody. And lots of Canadian people bring many tabs. So everybody, thank you for your cooperation.
And what's a pretty cool right now is I see a lot of things that you're making with the colorful pull tabs, which just make a whole different dimension. It's they're beautiful.
Thank you very much. I'm making a new designs, a seashell design with the gold tabs, new watermelons, and everybody likes, everybody loves, and we make like a bikini tops too. So there are people that are asking for more things, and I have new plans, baskets made out of tabs, really nice baskets for next season.
Very cool. Okay, there'll be pictures in the show notes if you don't know what we're talking about. Check it out at www.puertovallartatravel.com. And Gabino, thank you so much for talking with me. Good luck during the off season, and we'll see you during the off season.
Okay, thank you very much. Today is May 9th, so tomorrow is Mother's Day. If it's not there online, for all the mothers, have a beautiful day today and all the rest of their life. Thank you.
Thanks to you, brother. Good job. Samuel Resendiz, thank you very much for coming on the show again.
Thank you, Eric, for having me. It's always a pleasure to see you.
This is the last market of the season. We are now, what is this? This is May
9th? No, May 8th, I'm sorry. No, 9th.
May 9th, yeah, Mother's Day tomorrow.
Yeah, Mother's Day tomorrow. So we're going to start the holidays or the off-season with a big celebration for Mother's Day.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. All right, so you're gone right now. Where will people be able to find your things during the off-season?
I'm always available online. I have my webpage. It's samuelresendiz.mx, and Instagram as well, samuel.resendiz. And yeah, I'll be in the water. I'll be taking more photos. Very excited to have a little more time and to do what I love. Yeah, it's going to be a good summer.
I see you've got some National Geographic Award-winning photography out there. Is that right?
Yes. I've been. I submitted my work for 2 different assignments for National Geographic. 2 of the photos selected were taken here in Puerto Vallarta, which makes me very proud. That was a long time ago, but still makes me very proud. It put my name out there in the map. And yeah, I'm very proud that I take them here in my hometown, in my waters. And yeah, that's I hold that up high all the time.
Well, you should. And let me. When do we start again with the farmers markets over here in All Los Altos?
All Los Altos usually starts the first week of November or the last week of October. So that's still to be defined. But yeah, November we're going to be here, and we're going to be all through the end of April or May, like this season.
Very good, very good. Well, good luck to you. I'll have all Samuel's information in the show notes over at www.puertovallartatravelshow.com. I hope you had a good season, and best of luck during the off season, and we'll see you again in November.
Yeah, see you soon. Thank you for having me. Thank you for always supporting. Yeah, it's going to be, like I say, a beautiful summer and getting ready for next season already.
Excellent. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Okay, let's do a picture.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Gabino and Samuel. I have all their contact information in the show notes. Now, if you recall, several months ago, I talked about the Malecon Business Association. They all got together, and they demanded that the vendors that were setting up tables on the Malecon needed to move. They needed to go find another place. And that location is the place that Gabino and I were just talking about. It is on the north end of the pedestrian bridge that goes over the Rio Quale. That's a section that used to have it was some weird thing, like a sail mast or something like that. It was there for years and years and years. Well, they cleared all that out, and now and there's like a little tunnel that connects to the other vendors that are along the Rio, and it's near that Pinocchio Pizza restaurant there too. Okay, so anyway, that's where you will find him, and that's where you'll find all the other vendors that were out, just out on the Malecon extension before the rules changed and they moved them over. I also had an opportunity to talk with entertainer, rock and roller, Daniel Solis. He was wrapping up his gig with his band Monaco, who were entertaining all the shoppers at that last Olas Altas Farmers Market. So let's listen and see what Daniel has to say. Daniel Solis, thanks for coming on the show again.
How's it going, my friend? Thank you so much for having me.
Let's talk. By the way, you really have entertained all these people during the market. Are you here during the whole year, almost all the time, or at least once a month?
I mean, the today it's our final market show. It's seasonal, so we're gonna be back here until late October. But on the high season, on the low season, we'll still be gonna be here. We still got some private shows to take care of, in the off season at the hotel area. The whole month of May, we are still doing our ABBA and Flashback Fever show at the Palm Cabaret, and the only place that we're gonna be performing on May, open to the public, it's the York Pub, just a block from here.
Oh yeah, that's kind of a new place.
Yeah, it is, and it's wonderful. It's a nice little venue for us. We play there around 7:30 every Monday. AC available for those who are looking for a little bit of a shade.
Very important.
It's very important. So yeah, that's basically our plan. And on the off season as well, we're gonna be getting ready. In fact, we already started rehearsing new shows for next season, new songs. So we'll be ahead of time, because the whole month of June we're gonna be taking it off.
Very, very good. And I understand you're going to be a new daddy soon?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. My wife and I are going to be parents. We're expecting a little boy in September. So that's just perfect, just before the start of the new season.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on that. Congratulations on a great season. And we'll be keeping in touch with you during the off season. All right. We'll have information on Monaco and all that stuff in the show notes. You can find it all there. Everything over at the Palm Cabaret. That ends about when?
I think we're, like every year, we're going to be ending at the end of May. So in a few weeks, we'll be, posting our last show, closing show.
Okay. We'll keep an eye on all that. And of course, Daniel, thank you so much for talking with us. Thanks for everything you do here in Puerto Vallarta, keeping everybody dancing in the park. It's lovely.
Thank you so much once again for having us here. It's been a wonderful season, and we are looking forward to the next one.
Thanks, brother.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. All right. Thank you so much, Daniel. Thanks for talking with us. I have Monaco Band's contact information in the show notes and all of his other really great things that he does over at the Palm. And congratulations to the new parents. Now, that particular Saturday last week preceded Sunday, go figure, May 10th, which happily coincided with the Mother's Day celebrated both north and south of the border this year. You see, Mexican Mother's Day is always on May 10th, regardless of whether or not it falls on a Sunday. And now Mexican Father's Day, it's the same as it is north of the border. It falls on the third Sunday of June. Here it is. So this year, it's going to be the 21st of June. And now that you know that date, you can go out and you buy your neckties for Dad this year. You can go ahead and do that. But that got me wondering, is there an equivalent item that Mexican kids go out and they buy their dads on that special day, right? What do they buy? Well, it turns out, if you turn to your friend Google and you ask the AI feature, and here's what they say. Here we go. Father's Day in Mexico, third Sunday of June is a family-focused celebration, often centered on carne asada barbecue. Ooh, meat. Homemade gifts and music. Traditional gifts include personalized tequila or mezcal. Oh, yeah, I could see my little Billy going to the corner to buy me that. Yucatan Guayabera shirts. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's very Mexican. Leather goods like belts and tools, often paired with a heartfelt performance of Las Mañanitas. Ooh. Well, look, I'm going to get to Las Mañanitas one day. Las Mañanitas is the Mexican happy birthday song. But I do digress. So, wow, no necktie for Mexican dads. They just don't know what they're missing, do they? Thanks, Goulet. The Red Cabbage, a famous restaurant here in Puerto Vallarta, has closed their doors after 32 years of serving very tasty traditional Mexican food up on Calle Rivera del Rio, on the Rio Quale, near Las Canoas, Colonia Las Canoas. I never got up there for a meal or an interview. After all these years, can you imagine that? It's a shame. I had plenty of time, but I never did it. These are things that happen in Puerto Vallarta. So many restaurants, so many places. Be careful. There are thieves out there this time of year. I saw this posted on Facebook, and I wanted to share it with you. It says, beware, the Scotiabank ATM at Chidori has a scam waiting to read your card when you finish. When I finished my transaction, I always push cancel when I'm finished to be sure, but he said, I didn't cancel it, snatched my card, shoved it in, and pulled it out like he was helping to cancel it. Then he ran out the door, and it happened super fast. I immediately locked my debit card. 10 minutes later, they tried a withdrawal at Santander that was declined. Okay. So this was not the first time that I've heard of this scam. A friend of mine, Johnny D, he's been on the show. He's a Canadian expat. He had a similar thing to happen to him. Here's what he said. He says he withdrew money from an ATM. He was walking away. A guy says, hey, you left money in the machine. And so Johnny says that you have to do this. And he took John's card out of his hand. He stuck it into the ATM machine. He pulled it right back out, and he pointed to the screen on the machine. And that's when Johnny said he looked at the screen, and that's when he said the guy switched cards. A minute later, he checked the card, and it wasn't his. And he went on to say that it was not the first time that actually happened to him. He said 18 months earlier, at the same ATM at the Mega Market, a similar scam happened to him as well. So this is really important, okay? You know, you need to keep your wits about you when you're making withdrawals at ATM machines. You never let anyone touch you. You never let anybody take your card. Don't let anybody near you. If they do, if they insist it, you just keep your card real tight and just get the heck out of there. Make yourself loud, too. These guys don't like it when you make yourself loud. Also, it is a good time to remind you to keep your phones on your body. Don't be laying them on a table. Someone could just snatch it right up and run off with it. Purses, not always the best. Purses are easy to grab off of a shoulder or off of a table or hanging off your chair. Try to use wallets that you can attach to yourself. I'm going to talk about what we use next week. And maybe even add that into the newsletter. But we do use something that's a little bit different, and I think it works really well. It's worked really well for us, at least for the last 2 years. Backpacks. Don't wear them on one shoulder. Where some guy on a motorcycle, you just got to reach out, grab it as he passes by. You don't want to do that. Hey, watch how Mexicans wear their backpacks, their mochilas. They wear them strapped over both their shoulders. You see what I mean? Check it out. You'll see what I'm talking about. I don't want to scare you. I just want to make you all aware that it is a cold and cruel world out there. Vallarta is a vacation spot. It's a tourist town. Petty theft and crime of opportunity happen here a lot. And it's because there's pros here that do that. Don't lull yourself into a sense of security. It's easy to do that when you're in paradise. Just take note. Keep your head on a swivel, especially when you are in vulnerable situations like, making withdrawals. It's been almost 2 years, like I said, since my wife and I moved to Paradise, and we've been asked by friends and listeners on several occasions, what did you not expect? Or more precisely, what surprised you the most about moving to Puerto Vallarta and to Mexico? And we had to think about that because in reality, we haven't been surprised about much, to be honest. We've been coming here for so many years that we kind of knew what to expect. I think what most surprised me, at least, was just how bad the butter tastes here in Mexico. I know, first world problems, right? But I had to kiss a lot of frogs before I found one that I could actually tolerate. And I still have a few butter carcasses in the refrigerator door. But in the end, what I found wasn't Mexican butter at all. It was Kirkland Costco butter. But that comes unsalted, so I even have to surface salt that to make it taste good. But that's the butter I found that I could actually stomach here in Puerto Vallarta. I found a butcher I really like. I met him when I took that cooking class with my buddies Trish and Chad with Chef Julio from Gabby's Restaurant and Bar right next to the church. The butcher Antonio is in the Mercado Emiliano Zapata, where we do most of our shopping because, well, we can walk to it. It's a 10-minute walk from our apartment, and we can buy pretty much everything that we need: fruits, vegetables, eggs, cheese, milk, half and half, even bagels and cream cheese, and meat. We've learned that you can't buy your fruits and veggies for the week. Nope, not here in Mexico. You need to buy in small amounts, and you need to eat them fast. I don't know why that is especially, but it's just the way it is here. When we get home from the market, I take the fruits and the veggies, and I wash them, and I soak them then in a bowl of water with about 10 drops of this stuff called microdine. It's an antibacterial stuff, and they soak in there for about 5 minutes before I can use them. We just pull them out of the water and just dry them off and either throw them in the refrigerator or put them on the counter, but you gotta eat them and use them fast. We do go to Walmart. We go to Soriana as well. Soriana is the Mexican version of Walmart for certain things that we can't buy, in our little mercado. We also go to Costco to buy toilet paper. We buy our bacon there, coffee, butter. Like I said before, they have these dried cherries that you don't find in the U.S., but you find them there, and they are amazing. So, yeah, we go there for that. If we run low on prescription meds, sometimes we have our meds mealed down to us that we get from our doctors in the States by friends that are coming to visit us. But if we are ever running low on any of those prescription meds, we found that we can actually order these through, believe it or not, Mercado Libre. Mercado Libre is Mexico's version of Amazon. And we can buy these drugs at a fraction of the price, seriously, of the local pharmacias. And I suggest that if you don't believe me, go take a look yourself. Go ahead. I'm going to tell you how we do our medical stuff on the next episode. I've got a lot of you people who ask me how we manage our medical needs. We'll talk about that later. In Los Angeles, I could satisfy my need for weed at the hippie lettuce store. Many dispensaries all around town. But here, they don't have those. But I can just send a little WhatsApp message to my friend, and he's at my door in less than 30 minutes. That's pretty good. That's easy peasy. And then the things that we can't find locally, we can also find at Amazon MX and Mercado Libre, as I said. But we'll talk about that a little bit more next time. We also found that you don't need a car here in Puerto Vallarta. We walk almost everywhere, and we take taxis and Ubers as we need them. We've even learned the bus system, but we don't use the buses very often. We use them very sparingly. I don't like taking a seat from an old man or an old lady when we could afford to ride an Uber or a taxi. But I'll get to that next time we talk as well. And the last time we got together, I said that I'd tell you about our adventure on the Mar Galante. You know what? We're going to do that next time too. Sorry. I know I promised that I would do it. I will do it next time. I promise. Right now, let's hear from these bars and restaurant owners that are on the move in Puerto Vallarta. Our first guests are Brian and Phillip from restaurant Salchidogo and Jean's Burgers. We met Brian and Phillip last year when they brought Puerto Vallarta's favorite hamburger stand, Jean's Burgers, to the Romantic Zone. You remember that? And they brought the burger to join forces with their gourmet hot dog restaurant, Salchidogo, or Salchidogo. I got to say this right. You know, that's how the Mexicans say it. I got to do it. Anyway, they've been looking for a larger space, and Brian will tell the story about how their little hamburger and hot dog stand is moving into the kitchen of a brand new gay bar. That's right, in Zona Romantica. So, hey, let's hear all about it from their new location. We went over to visit them. It's only 2 blocks from the original spot on Basilio Badillo. They are now at 311C, Calle Lázaro Cárdenas, in Zona Romantica. They're right across the street from one of my favorite breweries, Los Muertos Brewery. So, Brian and Phillip at the new Cheeky Lounge in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Phillip and Brian, thanks for coming back on the podcast.
Hey, good to see you.
Thanks for having us.
Now, we're here because you're making a big move. So let's talk about that. Last time we talked, we were at Salchidogo and Jean's Burgers, and you tell us about this huge announcement coming up here.
Sure. So we've been, here in Zona Romantica selling Jean's Burgers since May of last year. So 1 year of selling Jean's hamburgers and almost 2 years of selling Salchidogos. Hard to tell from a podcast, but we were operating out of a super tiny space on Basilio Badillo, which we were very grateful to have. But we know that there was just so much opportunity we were missing for having a more comfortable dining experience for our guests who wanted to have a beer with their burger or their doggo. And so we've been keeping our eyes open for several months now for an opportunity to get in front of more pedestrians and also at the same time a more comfortable space for the guests and also to operate out of. So in November of last year, separate project, but with a couple partners, I opened Cheeky Pool Club, which is men-only, gay, clothing-optional pool club in Zona Romantica. It's a very niche market and pretty much unrelated to Jean's and Salchidogo, but has had really great response from our client base. People who respond to, really warm customer service and a plant-lush environment. And so we came across this space on Calle Lázaro Cárdenas, just to the left of Cookie Karaoke, an awesome spot. And at first we thought maybe that would be the next space for Jean's Hamburgers and Salchidogo, but it was almost too much space for just our restaurant. And we came up with this idea to kind of merge the concepts. The new space on Lázaro Cárdenas next to Cookie Karaoke is going to be Cheeky Lounge, which will be that same flavor of customer service, plant lush interior, very affordable but delicious drinks and cocktails, but not just for gay men, open, for everybody, but here in the middle of Zona Romantica. The big opportunity for us at Jean's and Salchidogo is that we are folding our entire food operation into the new space at Cheeky Lounge. So now instead of enjoying your favorite dogs and burgers on Basilio, you walk 2 blocks north. Yeah, 2 blocks north, and you can enjoy Gene's hamburgers and Salchidogos with air conditioning and comfortable seats and friendly servers and alcohol. You
Yeah.
want to have a beer with your burger, you want to have a margarita with your doggo, we got it. But we're so excited because we think our customers, we hope that our loyal customers who have been so great to us over the last 2 years on Basilio, we hope that they'll make the trek a couple blocks north because we think this dining experience will just be next level.
I agree. We're going to have pictures in the show notes. The bar area is beautiful. And yeah, I mean, I think when we were at Salchidogo and your last place, during that conversation, you said, we're looking for another place that's bigger and where we can serve alcohol. And this serves both of those purposes for sure.
Yeah.
It really does.
It really does.
Good job.
And of course, the inside of I'll have in the show notes, I'll have pictures of what it looks like right now. When's your grand opening? When are you planning on making the move?
Next Saturday, May 16th.
Okay, very good. So basically, the menu is going to be strictly what you're serving right now, or are you gonna add to it? What are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, so the Gene's Burger and the Salchidogo brand will continue as Gene's and Salchidogo being served by Cheeky Lounge. So yes, we'll have all of the burgers that people love, the dogo that we have, our really delicious flavored fries that I think people really love. We'll have our coleslaw and our vegan coleslaw that has like an Asian inspired dressing on it. And we will have our huesitos, which are the little sopapilla type desserts, and our Texas fudge cake, which has been kind of become quite popular.
That's become very popular.
Very popular.
Yeah, which is Phillip's mother's recipe.
Yeah. So, and her name was Jean as well. So it's really woo-woo kind of thing.
It is.
But in addition to that, I think you're also going to serve some cheeky items that you serve at the pool club.
Yeah, we'll have a couple other things like chicken quesadillas, paninis, guacamole and chips, just a couple other things. But the primary focus is going to be on the burgers and the dogs for the food menu.
Oh, and the shakes and the floats.
And the shakes and the floats.
Oh, I was going to ask you about the shakes.
People love the shakes and floats, yeah.
But we also, to help out all of our loyal regulars, we're going to continue to have online ordering for local delivery at jeansburgers.com and salchidogo.com. We're going to continue offering our catering services for events. And then we'll also continue to be active on Uber Eats, Rappi, and eventually Didi for local delivery of Gene's hamburgers and Salchidogo.
Okay, good. And I'll have links to all of those in the show notes. And of course, you can basically now, all right. What's the official name of the place? What's going to be the official name of this place?
Cheeky Lounge.
Just Cheeky Lounge.
Cheeky Lounge, yeah.
Right.
And you can check out the full menu and photos of the interior at cheekylounge.com.
Very good. I'll have links to that as well in the show notes and smiling faces, both Phillip and Brian here. Is there anything else? Is there anything else that we wanted to add, that you wanted to talk about?
Well, yeah, I mean, one of the things we wanted to be very aware of and to make people feel comfortable is I received a text from a customer saying, oh, so I'm excited about the move. Is this going to be in a gay bar? And I said, you know what? It's a bar in the Zona Romantica. Down here, what's gay, what's not? I mean, everything is pretty much, very open to anybody who wants to come in. And we're going to be totally open to anybody who wants to come in here. The thing is that I think that here during the day, it's probably going to be more food focused, simply because, the lounge will kick in a little bit more towards the evening. And I'm hoping that that's going to kind of give people who might be a little leery of going into a new space, give them a little bit of permission to do so. I hope so anyway, because it's going to be the same food, the same service. The staff at Salchidogo and Gene's is coming over, all of them, and we're excited about that.
That's great.
So it'll be the same service and food, and just in a different space, with a lot more green and a lot more space and a little bit of better air conditioning. So
Yeah. Same prices too.
same prices. Yeah.
Same prices, just 2 blocks north with air conditioning and more comfortable
Yeah.
seating.
And he already said alcohol, but alcohol, because a lot of people, when we opened, I mean, we realized that was a deficiency that we had. We didn't have a chance to offer a beer with a dog, but now we'll be able to do that. And a lot of people enjoy that. So
They
it'll
do.
be perfect. Yeah.
They do. All right. Well,
Mhm.
we're all looking forward to Chuki Lounge and with burgers and dogos and shakes and more, right? And beer, of course. Can't forget.
Of course, yeah.
All the other kind of drinks. You gonna do any happy hours? You gonna do stuff like that, or you got that in mind?
To be determined. We're in a rush to open, right before Pride Week.
Yeah.
So we haven't done any special event planning other than making sure that we're going to provide great food and great drinks and great service for Pride. Once we get over that hump, we might have a few extra minutes of the day to think about event programming and promotions. But for right now, we're just trying to make sure we can take care of everybody.
Okay. Opening day is
Saturday, May 16th.
Okay, excellent. Are you guys? Best of luck to you both. It's beautiful in here. I'll take pictures of what it's like now. And of course, we'll have pictures of what it looks like when it's all finished up. Good luck to both of you. And thanks for coming on the show again.
Well, thank you so much for the opportunity again. So appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brian and Phillip. Congratulations on your grand opening of the Cheeky Lounge today, May 16th, 2026. And plenty of time for Pride Week. I have pictures of the inside and outside, as well as a map that will get you right to the Cheeky Lounge. And hey, I'll have a burger with that shake, big boy. Next up, we are going to Bar Frida because they also have moved. Actually, from one side of Zona Romantica to the other side. In their latest location is on Calle Francisco y Madero. They moved about 7 months ago. So anyway, I'm finally there. I finally made arrangements to talk with my friend, the owner of Bar Frida y Restaurante, Tom Findlay, about his move. I think it's his fourth over the decades. Well, anyway, let's go. Let's go right now to Francisco y Madero 418 in Zona Romantica and have a conversation with Tom Findlay, Bar Frida y Restaurante in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Tom, thanks for coming on the Puerto Vallarta Travel Show.
Again.
You're a frequent flyer, my friend. We haven't spoken since you made your move. Tell us about that. It's been about a year, hasn't it?
No,
how
not
long's
quite
it been?
that long. We moved here in September.
Okay.
So it's 7 months or so. But it was a big move.
Yeah.
And I knew the owner. In fact, he lives right next door. Benjamin, I knew him 30 years ago when this used to be a restaurant called the Gilmar. Very popular
sure.
restaurant.
I remember the Gilmar.
And when I owned Bar Frida, the first one, I used to bring my staff over here for staff parties, Christmas, whatever. So I have a long history with this. So when he called me and told me, it's empty, and I would like to have Bar Frida there, I said, well, as it turns out, I'm actually looking for a place. Let's get together and show me the place and let's talk about it. So I was really excited. He was too.
Yeah, and
it's a great move.
Well, it's a great spot. It's a really, really it's a nice space. This used to be a couple bars after it was the Gilmar. Was the
Salty Caesar.
Salty Caesar. That's right. Right. So if those people who know about the Salty Caesar, here we are, and we're actually sitting on the outside right now, outdoors. You've got a nice little spot out on the, on the sidewalk.
Right on the sidewalk.
Yeah, which is it's unique. It's a unique spot for this street.
Well, it's really entertaining on out here because you get to watch the locals, and then inside is much bigger. We can hold 100 people.
Yeah, you sure can.
Inside, when we do have the special functions, like we have the prime rib coming up for part of the Pride Week.
Ah, okay.
And we do 2 seatings, and we'll fill the bar.
You're having you have a restaurant here like you had over at all of your Bar Fridas,
Right.
but this one you're doing these little interesting little special guest chefs coming in.
We have a couple of interesting things. We now do guest chefs, and we've had about 4 now. And like I said, we have the prime rib coming in.
Right. Is that Roger doing that?
That's Roger's doing it.
There you go. All right.
So his name is already a draw. Just to say that you have Roger coming, that's everybody wants to come for it.
Right.
But we've done 4. We did a Chinese, we did an Italian one, we did a Greek one, and we're still looking for other ones to try out. And we've also, in some of them, we've combined it with entertainment. So it was a dinner show with entertainment.
Right. Well,
it works great. It's wonderful.
And it's a great deal for somebody who wants to come and sit down and have something totally different.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's the perfect crime, Tom. That's the perfect crime, setting something like that up.
Oh yeah. It's wonderful. People come, because they've heard, or they've been here. We also did we did Mexican night. We decorated all the tables in red and white and green, and we had flowers, and we served chili en nogada.
Oh, there you go.
Not quite in season, but everybody was really surprised that we actually could do it. So that was a great night.
All right. Well, all right. Now, speaking of great nights, you're having your anniversary. It's coming up, isn't it?
June 1st.
June 1st is how many years?
25 years.
Okay. So 25 years of Bar Frida.
25 years. Wow. Silver anniversary.
All right. Well, congratulations on that. How are you gonna celebrate?
Oh, we're still working on it.
Okay.
We will be doing. Of course, we'll have the mariachis at 11:00, and because it's my 25th anniversary, many of the people that have been coming here over the years but are not in town, they have offered to send us videos.
Oh, really?
And some of the entertainers, I won't mention their names, will maybe drop in and do one song or just come in to congratulate me, and it'll be a fun night.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, I will be there. I'll be there for sure, and everybody else should be there as well. Gay Pride's coming up. You got something special planned
Absolutely.
for Pride?
We have a surprise coming this year.
Oh yeah. Can we break
because
the news?
we're celebrating 25 years, so we are having a float, first time ever.
Ah.
I won't tell you too much about it, just to say that it's going to be a surprise.
Okay.
We have a new Frida. We have a new Frida this year.
Okay, very good.
She'll be kicking off the parade, and then we have a new drag queen that does our karaoke for us. Her name is Felicity Metropolis. She will be in the parade as well. And we're introducing a couple of drag queens. It's not that we've changed the bar. We're not going into a drag bar.
Right.
But for the sake of the entertainment, we've dressed it up, and because it's sort of based on Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, which was a drag show. Yeah. And so we've gone a little bit that way too.
Very good. Yeah. All right. I like this.
And inside it's a bus, and there's room for about 20 people. So all of our best friends and employees and whatever will be inside partying all the way through.
All right. Well, I've been guaranteed by you that the parade probably will not start on time, because it never does.
No.
But just remember, if you are waiting for the parade to start, you might want to have a few drinks at your favorite bar first before you get over and start waiting for it, because we know what happens here.
That's right. And even if it does start, there's not much activity in the first half hour, because the people are not on the street.
Yeah.
It's not till we get down closer to the downtown core that the streets are packed. So if you're having a drink in a bar, where it's nice and cool, and of course it's going to be a hot day, stay there and maybe venture out after 5 or whatever.
You are very smart, very smart. These are wise words for those of you who are going to be at the parade. Tom, anything else you wanted to tell us a little bit about your menu, really, before we go. Tell people, we got the full bar, but tell us about your menu here.
Oh, we have a wonderful menu. We no longer have a chef, but we have two wonderful cooks that work in shifts. One work days, the afternoon, one nights. We have some of the old meals that we used to have, but we've added a lot of new ones.
Okay.
And of course, we also do breakfast at 10 o'clock in the morning now, too. So the kitchen is very successful, turning out wonderful food. And if somebody comes in and says, oh, we went to this restaurant and we loved the menu, we say, well, tell me about it. If there's something that we can add to the menu, we'll try and respond to it and do it for you.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. Well, come on and take a look at the menu. Come on and check out. I'll actually have a couple of photos in the show notes of the new Bar Frida restaurant. And Tom, congratulations on 25 years. Way to go.
Unbelievable.
Once again, give us the address here.
Well, 418 Francisco Madero.
All right. Very good. All right.
Yeah.
Once again, and I'll have all that information in the show notes, as well as a Google map. Will take you right to the front door of Bar Frida Restaurant. And it's not number 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. It is just Bar Frida Restaurant.
Well, we've stopped numbering because people say, we can't keep track of you because you've moved so much. I said, yes, but don't forget, I've been here 25 years, so we've been here 5 locations. But if I've been in the same place for 25 years, I outgrew them.
Yeah.
It wasn't that I was unhappy. I was happy with the locations, but we got to the point that we needed a bigger space.
Very good.
And of course, the restaurant is now all part of the same. It's all part of Bar Frida, which really works good because the meals and your drinks are all in the same credit card. We have a credit card now too.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
So it works much better now.
Well, excellent. Tom, thank you again so much. Congratulations on 25 years. Hey. It's Lupita. She's finally, speaking up.
Oh yeah, it's her bar.
Yeah, she wants to be on the show, obviously.
She's very jealous when she hears me talking, even on the phone. She starts barking because I'm not supposed to have a talking conversation with somebody else.
No, especially for this long.
Right.
Tom, thank you, brother.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much, Tom. You are a trooper, my friend. And happy 25th anniversary to you and your lovely restaurant in the Zona Romantica. Hey, everybody, get over there on the 1st of June. It's going to be a great celebration. Remember, mariachis at 11 at night. Now, last but not least, we go to one of our favorite live music venues in town, and that is Captain Don's Sports Bar in Cinco de Diciembre. Owner, Berenice, has been behind the 8 ball all year. She's been looking for a new location. Rumor was that she was losing her spot, and she found it. So let's hear that story and all about her move right now. Let's talk with Berenice Martin del Campo at Captain Don's, which is a restaurant on the move in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Berenice, thanks for coming on the show again.
Thank you, Barry, for inviting me again one more time. I'm so excited.
Well, you should be excited because there's been something hanging over your head for like a long time.
You bet.
When did they tell you had to move, Captain Don?
Actually, this year, happened all this year. No, that I lied. That was the last year. The mellow May, June, they tell me. So they gave me only 1 year to walk away.
To walk away. And what are they doing with this property?
Well, the situation is that I rented this place with Don in those days with the original owner, the parents, but unfortunately they passed away. So there's 6 siblings. They decide to sell the property now.
Okay, so they're going to build something. They're going to build a condo here?
Not exactly. There's whatever they...
You don't know. Doesn't matter.
Whatever
they said
happened,
get out.
they only want to sell it.
Oh.
That's all they...
All right, so this has been over your head for a long time. You've been looking for a place, and you found one.
Yeah, thank God. Yeah, that was a little difficult and hard times. I'm not lying, but yeah, that was so difficult right now, and PB is not easy to find a restaurant bar
Right.
to rent.
Especially the size that
Especially the
people,
size.
yeah.
I found many places, small ones, but I cannot make it that way.
No.
I like the big size, and people are complaining when they cannot fit. So I need a bigger place. And yes, like you say, we find them here in Cinco de Diciembre in the same neighborhood.
Right.
So I'm so happy for that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not go away so far away.
Well, no, you're up the street now. Tell us about the place. What is the address up there?
Okay, there's Calle San Salvador 506. It's corner with Jamaica. That was a ferreteria. That was a
Hardware store.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And that's 2 floors. So it's really nice. And the corner, it's really nice and big place. So I was so excited because my kitchen, my storage, my bar, everything get more space.
Right.
And
Right. Oh, wow. I didn't realize you got the upper floor too.
Yes,
So
it is a balcony actually.
Oh,
It's
wow.
not all the full floor.
Right.
It's the half floor. So we use it like a balcony. People
Okay.
can sit on the balcony and see the band playing and who is getting to the place too. So that's so cool.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so I see right around here you've got everything ready to move. You're getting ready to move everything from your old location where we are today
That's right.
up to the place. You're getting that ready so that when you move everything, it'll be all ready for you? Is that what the plan is?
Yeah, well, they're all done. I had to leave it at the end of this month. So that's when we move it all the stuff. Like you see, we pack it everything.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was a little hard days, but we did it. And my staff is so amazing. So they helped me a lot.
I bet.
And then move everything to the place, but we are not ready yet to open till July because the renovation is a big thing to do right now. But the good thing about this is a slow season, so it's quiet, it's hot, nobody go out, and give me a time to make it right and perfect to be ready open in July. So we still had a good time to do that.
Absolutely.
We could.
Yeah, absolutely. And you usually take time off anyway, so
yeah,
why not? I mean, this is the time to do it.
That's right. That's right. And that's the right time to do that, actually. So yes.
Okay, fantastic. Do you have a date planned for a grand opening yet?
Not yet.
Okay,
Not
because
yet.
you never know. You're building, you never know what the date's going to be, right?
I know, but not yet because right now the hard workers is getting to the property a week ago.
Uh-huh.
Because in Mexico, the permission take forever.
Sure. Okay.
So that's what we had to wait till
for permits,
we get the confirmation for the city hall. And now we get it. So we started a week ago. So they pretend to it, or they think they will do it for 6 until 8 weeks.
Uh-huh.
So it all depends on them. They're working harder now. But in the meantime, I need everything going so good. So I believe in July and at some point, and we announce it. I tell everyone. I tell you too. So we spread the word
Sure.
to the big opening, okay?
Very
But that's
good.
July for sure.
Oh, that's excellent. That's really good. Okay, well, I've got all the information for Captain Don's in the show notes. I've got their Facebook page, contact, and all that other stuff. So follow Captain Don's if you don't already, and you'll get that info as it comes. But of course, on the podcast, I'll be telling you when that's going to be because it'll be an exciting time, right? You're going to probably have a band, and it's going to be all
Yeah,
good
totally.
time, right?
Oh, that's a big day for all of us. I cannot wait to show you.
Well, we can't wait either, and I'll be as you do some work on the new Captain Don's. I'll be posting some pictures in on our page on the Facebook page so that everybody can see things are going on.
Yes,
right?
that's beautiful. Yes, absolutely.
All right, excellent. All right, Berenice, congratulations
Thank
on
you.
finding a new place, a new home for your Captain Don's. Remind everybody, how old is Captain Don's? When did you start with Captain Don's?
Captain Don's original started with Don Olson. He was from Seattle, Tacoma, 2010. So I talk about 16 years ago.
Yeah.
I came work for him. I was the bartender at nights because we close at 2 a.m. in those days. But thanks to COVID, I don't do that anymore. And I'm happy for that,
Oh, yeah,
okay?
happy for
because
that at least, yeah.
working at night is not good to me anymore.
No.
So I was the bartender for 2 years, and then we decided to run the business together for 6 years. And I paid the whole amount to him.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, he passed away, but we keep it alive, the legacy, right? So that's why I keep Captain Don's name, because of him, and everybody knows who is Captain Don's.
Absolutely. They all know who you are too, Berenice.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for everything you do. And we are going to be waiting. We're going to be waiting with bated breath for you to open up.
Check on Facebook and our page and Captain Don's, because we will show the process, all the working process.
Mm-hmm.
So you will see the before and after. So that's so excited.
Absolutely. Okay. Thank you so much again.
Thank you, Barry.
Thank you so much, Berenice. What an undertaking. Man, I have photos of the old Captain Don's all packed up, ready to move up the street to their new location over on Calle San Salvador 506, a block and a half down from the cemetery in the Cinco de Diciembre neighborhood in Puerto Vallarta. Also, there is in those photos a rendering of the finished product with that balcony in the show notes. It is going to be a very cool spot. So congratulations on that, Berenice. All right, well, that should do it for this week. It's a lot. Stay tuned for more on-the-ground reports next week from Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, with travel tips, great restaurant excursion ideas, and more. Until then, remember that this is an interactive show where I depend on your questions and suggestions about all things Puerto Vallarta. If you think of something that I should be talking about, well, please reach out to me by clicking on the Contact Us tab and sending us your message. And once again, if you like this podcast, please take the time and subscribe and follow, share with a lover of Puerto Vallarta, or give me a good review wherever or however you happen to be listening. And that way we can get the word out to more and more people about the magic of this place, Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Remember, I made it easy for you to do just that with each episode I create. But if you haven't been to my website, what is wrong with you? You need to go there. I work hard on that. No, you really have to go there. You have to have a look. I have links to the places that we talk about, interesting pictures, and more right there in the blog post and in the show notes for each episode of the show. So check it out for sure if you haven't already. All right? Thanks to all my guests this week. Gabino, the Bull Tab purse maker. Samuel Resendiz, award-winning underwater photographer. Daniel Solis of Monaco, Rocket Man, and soon-to-be a new daddy. And to all my restaurateurs on the move, Tom Findlay of Bar Frida, now on Francisco y Madero. Brian and Phillip, moving Jeans Burgers and Salchidogo to their new gay bar, Cheeky Lounge, on Lázaro Cárdenas. Wash down a dogo with a beer or a margarita. And thanks again to Berenice de Campo at Captain Don's new location on Calle San Salvador, opening soon, like July 2026. Stay tuned for all of that. And thanks to all of you for listening all the way through this episode of the Puerto Vallarta Travel Show. This is Barry Kessler signing off with a wish for you all. Slow down, be kind, and live the Vallarta lifestyle. Nos vemos, amigos.
Samba de Puerto Vallarta, noche de amor junto al mar. Solo camino, perro por la playa, me encuentro junto al río, cuando todo está en calma, de pronto cae y la noche, brillas Puerto Vallarta. Samba de Puerto Vallarta. Noche de arrullo en el mar. Samba de Puerto Vallarta.